This is going to be my official Oscar Valdez versus Adam Lopez 2 prediction. In my personal opinion, I think this is going to be another very fan-friendly fight, and it's another good very good fight to have on the Lomachenko-Haney undercard, along with Nakatani and Maloney. Like I say, this whole card is awesome, man. So for those of you who don't know, I was a huge Oscar Valdez fan prior to him joining the Reynoso camp. Then he tested positive for steroids, and I don't want to hear anything about herbal tea. And this isn't me hating. When you got Julio Cesar Martinez, Luis Neri, Oscar Valdez, Canelo Alvarez, all testing positive from the same camp, something's wrong there. Okay, they're dirty. All right. I don't hate Oscar Valdez, but I lost a lot of respect for him when he tested positive because he's still a humble guy. He's a classy guy, and I appreciate that. I respect that, but I did lose quite a bit of respect for him for testing positive for steroids. Now, Valdez hasn't fought since he lost to Shakur Stevenson very decisively last April, so a little over a year, right? Since then, Adam Lopez has fought twice. So Adam Lopez has, in one of those fights Adam Lopez has, both of them went the distance. He won one, lost one, because he's not a big puncher, Adam Lopez, which was when they fought the first time, it was very, very surprising that Adam Lopez actually dropped Oscar Valdez, because Lopez is not a big puncher. He's like 16-4 with 5 or 6 knockouts. He's not known as a puncher, so it was kind of surprising to see Adam Lopez put Oscar Valdez down, right? Now, as far as the tail of the tape goes, Valdez is 32 years old. Adam Lopez is 27 years old. Valdez stands at 5'5". Lopez is a little bit closer to 5'7.5", 5'8". Valdez has a 66-inch reach, and Lopez has a 68.5-inch reach, I believe. So he's got a nice couple inches of height and reach over Oscar Valdez, right? And he's a good boxer, Adam Lopez. He's a good boxer. He's got good boxing skills, right? But Valdez is far more experienced. He's fought in a lot higher the competition. Actually, Valdez versus Scott Quigg is one of my favorite fights of the last handful of years, when he had to fight through the broken jaw. That was really, really, really an underrated fight in a war that I don't think gets the credit it deserves. That was definitely a fight of the year contender for that year. I forget which year it was. Was it 2019? But after the Valdez tested positive, I lost a little bit of respect for him. In my personal belief, the Brasileño, Robson Fonseca, beat Lopez, and he should have beat Oscar Valdez, rather, and should have got the decision in that fight. Fonseca should have been the guy to take Oscar Valdez's zero, not Shakur Stevenson. In my opinion, Valdez lost that fight. It was a good fight, but Fonseca beat him. And then Shakur Stevenson went on and dominated him after that. So, understand something. Valdez is inactive. He hasn't fought in over a year, whereas Adam Lopez has fought twice. He's won one, lost one. Not against the greatest competition, but he has been active. And he gave Oscar Valdez a very tough fight in this first fight. He dropped him. Especially towards the middle rounds there, he was giving him, showing him some good boxing skills. Won a couple of rounds, right? Valdez got the stoppage, but in my opinion, it was a little premature. He dropped him and got him out of there in the 7th round, I believe, but it was a little bit premature, and Lopez had already put Valdez down earlier in the fight right there. And, so in my opinion, this is an interesting fight. Considering Valdez has been out of the ring for over a year, and even before that, he had 2 very shaky performances against Shakur Stevenson and Fonseca, both of whom I thought beat him. Okay, so he's had a rough couple of years here, Oscar Valdez has. Whereas Adam Lopez, he lost a close fight to Isaac Dogboe. That was a very, very good fight, by the way. He had a no contest. Then last year he won one, lost one against lower level opposition. So this is an interesting fight, people. Adam Lopez is a tough bastard, man. I think this is going to be another brawl. I think it's going to be another fan-friendly affair. I think the odds makers have this one way out of whack, considering Adam Lopez has been active and Valdez has not. And even when Valdez was active over a year ago, he had a couple of questionable performances against Conceição and Shakur Stevenson. So, because Adam Lopez is like plus 700. I didn't think the odds would be that wide. I thought he'd be like plus 300 or something like that, 350. But that's a little bit wide on the odds for my money. I'm going to take Oscar Valdez to win this fight by a decision. Okay, I think Adam Lopez is tough enough to hang in there with him for the distance. But, I do think that Lopez is going to come to win this fight. He's been the more active of the two. He's the younger of the two. Valdez hasn't looked great the last couple of years. Like I say, Conceição, I thought he lost to. He got dominated by Shakur Stevenson, and now he's been out of the ring for over a year. So you'd be a fool to write Adam Lopez off in this fight, man. I'm going to tell you that right now. And I think those odds are way, way, way too wide. So I'm going to take, and I don't have any confidence in saying this at all, I'm going to take Valdez to win this fight by a decision. But, buddy, if you're looking for a nice underdog to put on there like we saw with Zhang and Joyce, you might want to throw 10 or 15 bucks on Adam Lopez. But I'm going to take Valdez on points. I think he's going to get the job done. Again, I think it's going to be another very fan-friendly fight, in a crowd-pleasing fight. But it's going to be tough, and it's going to be very enjoyable to watch. So with that being said, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. God bless you all. Thank you for tuning in. And if you're feeling frosty, hit the super thanks, hit the Cash App. God bless you all, and I'll see you for the Lomachenko-Haney weigh-in tomorrow, guys. God bless.